Flair in this bitch. It's me, the Grandmaster. I may or may not have some good news at the end of this, but before that, let's do all the regular news. Bad news first. So, first off, unfortunately, 3/4 of the gang that pulled off that amazing heist in France have been caught. Rookie mistake. Someone left some jewelry behind and they found DNA on it. Well, it turns out these guys weren't even no Ocean's 11, Ocean's 12 professionals. They were just opportunists. Well, not opportunists. They were low-tier criminals that just struck it big.
I didn't call you Baldy.
Kind of like when Andy Ruiz beat up Anthony Joshua. They weren't really big time. They weren't in the top 10. They weren't big contenders, but they saw opportunity and they took it. You have to admire their ambition. And one of them is still on the run. And I say, run, nigga, run, 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 run. I mean, I've seen a picture of these guys. I find it amazing that one of them at least, descends from people who were colonized by France. And now he's gotten to steal the stolen goods. That is not theft, okay? That is reparations. Reparations. I don't understand why France is so upset. Just charge it to the game. That stuff is all insured anyway. If small-time criminals were able to pull off this robbery, they deserve it. And when those guys come out, wink wink, I'm sure they'll be able to somehow guess where the guy is, and they'll have a nice retirement when they come out. Speaking of people who'll be rich when they come out of prison, we've all seen the story of Ghetts, the rapper, who ran over a young man by the name of Yubin Tabang. Our prayers go to his family. I could go on and on about this, but many people have covered it from different angles. My angle is this. I am horrified by the amount of people in the comments saying, oh, we've all had a bit to drink and gone out driving. No! The fuck do you mean we? No. All you people commenting like drink driving is a normal thing, I hope you all crash into each other. Now, I'm very sensitive about this because, one, as a kid, I saw a car run over my sister. Unfortunately, she survived. I have small children and I see people speed past their school all the time. There is nothing cool about speeding. You are a dickhead. Speeding, especially in the UK, is a stupid thing to do. Speeding while drunk is an especially stupid thing to do. How selfish do you have to be to put your life at risk and someone else's just for 10 seconds of pleasure? I mean, I'm not going to do that joke because Uncle Nabil is for the children. Wait, that doesn't sound right.
I'm getting the word nonce.
How selfish do you have to be? You can't speed in London streets. Think about it. There's a reason why our superhero has to fly around in a fucking phone box. Because the Batmobile will not go far on the streets of London. They're too narrow and there's too much traffic. So why are you speeding, big man? What do you gain from that? Ghetts is 41. 41. This boy was 20. He had his whole life ahead of him. And now he's gone. He was a student. Now he's gone because some man decided that he was going to do something really stupid. For what? And all you guys normalizing this behavior, even after seeing what it could cost, I hope you all end up in the same cell together. I hope you get locked in jail with the booty warrior. Fucking pricks. And rest in peace, Yubin Tabang. I want to talk to you guys. I don't know. Is it that you just don't want me to have this plaque? Huh? Do I not risk it all for you? I work very hard. As is Dan. As is Emily. Fuck you, Frankie. But I need that plaque. Come on, guys. Like, share, subscribe. Just get me to 100K. Make me a real YouTube channel. Unfortunately, a man who is not of the correct mental fugue clearly tapped into the wrong frequency, decides to pick up a knife and recreate scenes from Book of Eli, where he believes he's Denzel Washington on a train. People online were screaming so bad wanting him to be a Muslim. It was like when all the Muslims found out Princess Diana was dating that Arab dude. And then it turned out he wasn't Muslim. He was just a regular crazy mofo. He was also British born, not a migrant, right? So there was no way they could spin the story. And so information is coming out slowly. We know that the media lies and we know that the police are far from perfect. And I say this, I have many friends in the police force who are good people that want to do good. But policing in this country needs a complete overhaul because I don't know how they prioritize crime fighting anymore. Because we now know that people reported this madman with a knife long before he went on to do what he did. In fact, there's a video of this guy chasing a bunch of people into a barbershop and delivering a monologue that I think would compete with Othello's. Man's got to do what man's got to do. In this same country, you can be arrested for treating the wrong thing. You can be arrested for having a fire stick, right? Police will turn up. But a guy has chased multiple people with a knife. And somehow the police knew about this and did nothing. I don't know what it is about the law in this country but it's clearly not working. But more and more we're seeing these things happen where police know about things. Out of like every 5 or 6 stories we hear about a terrorist attack, police knew about these guys 3 or 4 times out of the 5, but didn't do anything. They did not act. Why is that? We had a story recently. Some refugee guy who had committed some crimes, I think it was a sexual assault. He got accidentally released from prison and he turned himself in and the police never took him. He tried to contact the police and the police never took him because he was accidentally released. But it made the papers that he'd been accidentally released. It's almost as if certain elements within the police force want certain narratives to come out so as to cause unrest. Think about it. Think about politics. Police are human beings. Institutional or not, they are human beings with agendas like everyone else. Now, is it that far-fetched to think that there are elements within the police that want to see certain things happen to make it easier for them to do certain things? Hey guys, I had already recorded the last episode of Nabil Knows before this information came out. Samir Zitouni, a Muslim North African man, or a man of North African heritage, was the one that risked his life to stop this knife man. So everybody was praying that the killer was Muslim. But lo and behold, the hero was a Muslim. Now, how many of these Reform, UKIP, EDL, so-called patriots are going to say something now? How many are going to credit his actions to his religion? Because we know very well that if he was the one stabbing people, this would be a Muslim thing. So keep that same energy. Those of you, if you've watched The Purple Pill, you will see I do a whole bit on the difference between when white extremists get caught and when black extremists get caught. I hate being right, but I always fucking am. This guy gets caught and they make fun of him and make him out to be this charming, nerdy type of person. And they completely detract from the fact that this guy was planning to wipe out people in Luton. They're talking about white phosphorus and other kinds of crazy chemicals this guy was combining. First of all, a black or brown man wouldn't even get far enough to make these things. I can barely order Cocodemo from my pharmacist without them looking at me like I'm a junkie. I ain't no junkie. I'm too chunky to be a junkie. But this guy is fucking making enough stuff to start a mini nuclear holocaust in his house. And he made most of the shit. And look how long it took the police to find him. I mean, fair enough. He does look like he escaped from Arkham Asylum. He does look like someone that probably was going to do all of this wearing a costume. But still, he had a manifesto. So it's very clear that this was all racially and religiously motivated. He's not described as such in any of the articles talking about him because he had the complexion for the protection. Imagine now if his name was Ali Kaboom. He would be on every major news outlet, on every single newspaper.
His official statement is, I suppose I have to be thankful my home isn't radioactive, lol.
If they've caught one guy like him, do you not think that there's 10 more? He procured all those materials by himself. What kind of people does he know to procure those materials? What kind of people does he have access to learn how to make the things that he's made? I know of people who've been arrested for ordering too much chapati flour. Why? Because chapati flour can be used to, But this madman is in his house making enough bombs to reenact Hiroshima and Luton. And they just arrested him casually. I bet you they probably didn't even cuff him. It's mad. White terror suspects get arrested alive as well. They always live to tell their tale. Nigeria is the 4th highest oil producing country in the world with the 9th highest population of Muslims in the world. It's almost tailor-made for an invasion. Donald Trump has come out and said, and I want to say this as well. Right, a lot of you know me as a Muslim. Alhamdulillah, I am, and I'll die one, inshallah. But what you don't know is I have Christians in my family too. Like many Nigerian Muslims, my family is mixed. We even had Jews in my family at one point historically. The problem with Nigerians is most Nigerians, even living in Nigeria, don't know what's going on in other parts of their country. I am telling you, Muslims are dying in greater numbers than anyone else. Did you know that initially, when Boko Haram went to kidnap people, they kidnapped 200 boys? Nobody said anything because they were boys and they were Muslim. Then later they went back. They still let the girls go. They killed hundreds of young boys. Nobody said anything. Then afterwards, that same year, they kidnapped the 200 girls. That's when all your Beyoncés and Michelle Obamas got involved because then it was trendy. And keep in mind, this is not me attacking feminism or women or whatever. I'm saying that it is easier to do performative feminism than it is to do genuine feminism because true feminism is about equality for all. A true feminist, like many true feminists did comment, would care even if it was boys that were taken. But that's harder to sell over here in this part of the world. Donald Trump speaks about Christians being wiped out when Israel destroyed the third oldest church in the world. But all of a sudden you care about Nigerian Christians. Why? When Donald Trump was calling Nigeria a shithole country, did they care? When AFRICOM was doing what it was doing in Africa, did they care? Are they not the same ones that are providing weapons? The same England and America, are they not the ones providing weapons now to the RSF, who are also killing Christians and Muslims? Are they not the same people? They wanted to go and fight in Afghanistan to stop the Taliban. The Taliban now rule Afghanistan. They said, let's go and fight in Syria to stop ISIS. ISIS now rules Syria. They fought a war on drugs. The drug trade has never been more lucrative. Now they're saying they want to come to Nigeria to fight Boko Haram. What do you think is going to happen? And the thing is, the same corrupt government that you guys hate will still make money from America invading. Because America will pay them off. Nothing good is going to come from this invasion if they invade. I'm just hoping that it's just another fever dream from Donald Trump. Tom Aspinall's teammate, we know Tom Aspinall, aka One-Eyed Jack. Tom Aspinall, who got fingered by a UFC fighter. His teammate, who he believes is the best fighter in the, after him, had a fight. And his teammate poked his opponent in the eye. I swear, it's like... you have to believe in God, because this story writes itself so perfectly. Tom Aspinall's teammate goes and pokes his opponent in the eye, and his opponent, unlike Tom, does not give up, and seconds later knocks Tom Aspinall's teammate out cold and then calls out Tom Aspinall, and Tom Aspinall is nowhere to be seen. Have you seen the video of him holding his eye and then he's like this to check if the camera's still recording? Some people say that this eye poke is just a ploy for Tom Aspinall to join the Illuminati and become undefeatable. So, Prince Andrew has been offered a palace in the UAE, which is great because it's hot, but, he doesn't sweat. So, he should be fine. He was like, hey, don't set the small stuff, Habibi. We got your back. We know he's being stripped of his royalty, but I don't understand that because, is that a punishment? Are they acknowledging that he's... done something wrong? Sounds like two-tier policing to me. Yeah, I think it's really messed up, and then we found out that he's not even been paying his rent. Well, the guy is a proper waste man, isn't he, Prince Andrew? So it just makes you think, how many conspiracy theories have we been hearing that may end up being true in the end? And just in here at Nabil Knows Towers, Dick is dead. That's right, Dick is dead. Dick Cheney has finally passed away. Dick Cheney, known primarily for being the butt of jokes in America, such a respected statesman. Many attempts were made to resuscitate him. He was plied with porous amounts of Viagra, but we just could not resurrect him. Okay, people, so we reached the end. Thank you for watching, and I have a special announcement to make. We will be filming my most recent special, Urban Batuta, Sunday, the 1st of Feb, at Top Secret Comedy Club, Kingsway, 23 Kingsway. Come watch it live. You've seen The Purple Pill? This is even better.